You know what time it is. Hey guys, welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Told you guys about Jodie Turner and Joshua Jackson. Yes, this is part two. Listen, Turner Smith, you have pressured this boy. JTS, you have pressured this boy into doing something that he didn't want to do. And this is why we're in the position we're in right now, or at least part of the reason why we're in right now. But I put this clip up because I think it speaks to, I think, a greater issue here. I think there was an imbalance in who liked who more in this particular relationship. I think Jodie wanted Jackson more than he wanted her. I want you to play this clip and have you guys have your say.
PC t-shirt. Oh yeah, no, this popped up like 8 or 9 months into our relationship. I'm not exactly sure who the Amazon seller is that keeps the Pacey shirts on hand, but she is their core customer.
Did you guys always know that you were destined that you're gonna get married?
I knew the moment she asked me.
Now, I wanted to say this first and foremost. What's interesting about this, and I put the wrong name here. I've got Dark Artist here, which should be a little black. But I want to say a little thing here, which is that interestingly enough, with this situation, right? We see how she has also was wearing a t-shirt, and I thought to myself, now why would she wear a t-shirt like that? Because she really, really liked him, right? Like she was in deep with the liking, which makes sense. I'm not mad at it. She definitely was in deep liking him, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. But when you like someone so much that you're willing to overstep the boundaries and the lines, for instance, i.e., try to push them towards marrying you, the reason why you do that is because you like them so much that you're willing to vacate the normal or flout the normal rules because he should be doing this. So you've gone on the offensive because you like the person so much that you're unwilling to wait. You're impatient to let that person move. Remember, in part one, I spoke about this. They met in October 2018, right? In January, he tells a story about her proposing to him that they were in Nicaragua. Well, in Nicaragua, that's actually in Nicaragua is when he actually proposed, or at least when she proposed to him to say, propose to me, right? Because he spoke about the situation of when they proposed. It was in Nicaragua. So 2019, I'll give you a timeline so you can see what I'm talking about. 2019, January 4th, they celebrate New Year in Nicaragua. I'm probably saying the wrong name, but you know me. And so that's where this. I mean, she's a beautiful one. The figure's beautiful. In 2019. So that is 2 months. I just need you to deep that. That is 2 months that you're asking someone to now marry you, to pressure that man into marrying. Now, if he decided to marry, I'll still say it's quite quick, but he decided that. And again, I'm going to say it. Men are the one who hold the keys to marriage. They're the ones that choose someone to propose to. Women choose who they sleep with. They have the keys to who they get sleep with. So in this situation, 2 months in, you wanted to marry him already, and you're wearing his t-shirt, which he said he popped up 8, 9 months later. More than likely, she's had that infatuation from early. She's had that infatuation for him from early. So that liking where you push yourself beyond the point, someone might even say from a different perspective that, you know what, she was operating in more of the masculine era where she was trying to push things along and trying to execute where she shouldn't have. But I want to say that you were likely too infatuated, too liking him, too in deep. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a person that falls quick kind of energy, when they say, I'm a sucker for love kind of situation, those kind of people, they end up doing stuff that they don't need to necessarily do. And I feel like that's where the relationship has gone the way it has gone. And for him to also come out with a story and say, hey, look, you know what? She's the one that proposed to me. We can watch a little bit more of what he says right here. I'll put it back on.
She asked me, yeah, on New Year's Eve, we were in Nicaragua. It was very beautiful, incredibly romantic. We're walking down the beach, and she asked me to marry her.
She just said, wow.
But it was like a preamble. There was a lead up to it.
Did you know that it was going to happen?
I did not know, but she was quite adamant. And
See, he did not know this was going to happen. He wasn't aware that there was going to be a proposal because he wasn't going to propose. Why? Because they were 2 months into dating. So as much as we want to get on his neck, and I believe that he should have said no, 2 months into dating, they finally, obviously, I think got tied or not a year later, by the end of the year, December time. But he had spoken about it 2 months in. But the fact that he listed that particular point as a main source or main sore point as to when that conversation took place and he took notice of it means 2 months in. Baby by next year too, like 2020. Now, of course, they're young. They're not young couple anymore. They're much older. She's 35, 37. He's 45. They're not a young couple anymore. They don't have the same time limit as other people. So I do want to stress that amount too. Normally, if they're younger, we can say, whoa, that's real too soon. But they're much older. They should know what they want. They should know what they want to get into. If I'm correct as well, I don't know if one of them was, I think, was previously married or were thinking about being married. Um, I don't know if that was the case, or Joshua Jackson might have been previously married. Um, but I can't remember. One of them was either married or they were thinking about a marriage in their past relationship. And I was like, well, if they didn't want to get married or they did get married and get divorced, was there enough time to deal with that situation? Was there enough time to really acclimatize? Oh, sorry. Was enough time to acclimatize, and heal from that previous marriage or previous relationship? Because that usually is also another thing as well. When people are in relationships previously, they haven't often had the time to kind of really, gather themselves back up again. But yeah, no, I mean, I was like, yo, like, in all honesty, is way too soon and way too much pressure when you guys have just started talking 2 months in, and it started off with a one night stand. This is all like, think about it, one night stand to 2 months later wanting to say go Nicaragua, then wanting to push for marriage. Hmm? So the real issue, the real reason, the real feeling that he had came out later on in the relationship. The first few months, first year or two, might have been a honeymoon phase. He might have gone along with it. But actually, in reality, the real relationship started after 2-3 years when that honeymoon phase is done. Yeah, when the honeymoon phase is done and whatever, that's when the relationship starts. You know. So yeah, it's crazy, man. We'll have to definitely. Um, this photo, this Why is that a photo that they had? I don't even know. But anyway, so yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, guys, because I think to myself, if you have any other contributing thoughts towards the situation, I think she pushed much harder than she should have pushed. I think she tried to control it, not by being controlling, but by wanting him to propose to her. And unfortunately, the guy wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for that particular situation. And that's why we find ourselves here. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, man. I can't believe it, but 2 months? You pressuring a nigga? Oh man, that ain't it.